Hey everyone, this is Russell Brunson. I want to welcome you to today's daily sketch. Now over the next 3 days, I'm going to be doing a very special daily sketch series all about local marketing. You can see it right there. So if you're ready, then let's get started. Come on. So today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about local marketing. Now this has been kind of a hot buzzword over the last probably year and a half or 2 years. And the reason why is because local businesses in your area are struggling. I'm sure you've seen that before. They've come to rely on things like newspapers and radio and TV and magazines and all these kind of dead forms of advertising to build their businesses. Okay, they've got this money budgeted in their budgets. They spend it even though they know it doesn't work. They all went on the internet, they just don't understand it and they're confused. Okay, now I know my dad's an insurance agent. He gets phone calls all week long from people who are basically saying, hey, I can get you ranked on Google. It's only going to cost you $20. And he did it one time and they ranked him for some obscure keywords that no one would ever dream of ever even searching for. Okay, and so there's a lot of people that are scamming people out there, but at the same time there is an opportunity now because they know they need it, they want it, they just don't know how to get it. And so about a little less than a year ago, we launched a webinar called DotComSecrets Local, and we talked about what our company is doing in the local areas and how you can actually get involved and become one of our local representatives in your city. And what's interesting is we've been showing this webinar for almost a year now, and we're actually about a week away from pulling this webinar down forever. So if you haven't had a chance to watch it, this is pretty much your last chance to watch it. So I'm sure down below I'll have the registration page to watch the webinar. But the webinar is going to show you how to become a local consultant and how you can actually leverage DotComSecrets in our brand when you're doing that. Okay. Now the thing I want to talk about today though is how do you really become different from everybody else who's out there selling SEO or those type of things. Okay, and I want to show you what our IMAs are doing and they're having a lot of success with. And so again, this is part of a 3-part video series. The first part is called Conversation Domination, and the next two we'll be walking through the next step in the process. Those are secrets. You got to come back tomorrow to watch those. So I want to talk about conversation domination. This is not a concept or a phrase that I invented. One of my close friends, named Howie Schwartz, he kind of coined this term, and it was such a powerful thing when I first heard it. He actually did a whole seminar series around this concept. But we started implementing this and having our IMAs, which is our independent marketing advisors, start using this, and they've seen amazing results. So this is kind of the concept behind conversation domination. Okay. Now right here, this is everybody's favorite website. A little site you probably heard of called Google. Okay, so someone comes to Google and they type in a local term, right? So they type in Boise chiropractor or something like that, right? Now, what most SEO people are trying to do is try to get you ranked on #1, so you'll be somewhere here on page #1 for Boise chiropractor. Okay, now that's obviously pretty good, but there's a couple issues with that. The first one is after you're ranked #1, okay, boom, you've got the listing right here, or you're somewhere on page 1. That chiropractor probably doesn't need you that much anymore. Okay, it's going to be difficult for him to justify, why should I keep paying you $1,000 a month? I'm already on page #1. Okay, and so that's one thing is we want to make sure we're doing more than just that. We want to make sure that when someone goes to Google and types in our client's name, we become the authority in that for those keywords. And what the authority means is not just having one listing, but it means dominating the whole conversation. All the different elements that are on this page, we want to dominate it. Okay, just like how we called it. Conversation domination. We want to be dominating that conversation. So what we do is, first thing we do exactly what most people are doing. We're ranking our clients #1 for the keyword they're looking for. Okay, and that's a simple, easy process, especially in local markets. Now the next thing we start doing is say, what other pages can we create in here and also rank those pages? Okay, so for example, I can upload a YouTube video for them right here. Here's a little YouTube video. YouTube, and I can rank that video. Now when someone goes to Google and types in Boise chiropractor, boom, they see the keyword phrase plus they see a YouTube video of my chiropractor. Okay, now I've got 2 things on there, but what else can I do? Well, we also can have Google Places in here in our maps, so we can get in there, here's the map, and we've got the places listings, so boom, I can go and I can make sure I get my client listed #1 here as well. Okay, now boom, they got another. Now they got 3 slots here on page #1. Now what else can I do? What if I submitted a press release for my client and I ranked that press release? Now that press release shows up right here, boom, we just got another ranking for our client. We can go and we can create a lot of other things. You can create other pages, on hub pages, things like that, or just different places you can create pages and try to get all those pages ranked as well. Then I come over here, I also do our PPC for our clients. So here's our Google ads over here, and boom, this Google ad is our client. Again, we set up a Facebook page and we rank that Facebook page. Boom, that page shows up in here. We set up a Twitter account, we rank that Twitter account, that shows up right here. So now what happens when somebody in Boise is looking for a chiropractor? Okay? When you work with a typical consultant, you show up there and they see, here's a whole, here's 10 different chiropractors, which one should I pick? I'm going to pick the guy that's number 1 or 2 or 3, right? That's kind of traditionally how this works. When you start focusing on this, on conversation domination for your clients, there's no other choice. Someone shows up, they type in those keywords, and guess what? You own that page for your client. Now, do you think your client's ever going to leave you if you know that if they know that you own this entire page? Okay, they're not. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to be talking about the secret that we use to make sure that these our clients never leave. So if they're paying us $1,000 a month, or $2,000 a month, or $3,000 a month, they're going to pay us that forever because they're too afraid to leave. I'm going to walk you through that process tomorrow on video number 2. But for right now, I just wanted to kind of really stress, again, the concept of conversation domination. And again, I want to thank Howie Schwartz for kind of putting that concept and that phrase together because it's such a powerful one. And this is what it means. We want to come in there and dominate Google so that whenever anyone is searching for our clients, the only person they can find is us, okay? And that's how you win this game. So that's it for today. Come back tomorrow and we'll talk about the next step, which is how to lock these people in forever so they will never, ever, ever leave. And again, if you haven't watched the DotComSecrets local webinar yet, we've had over 2,000 IMAs sign up in the last 8 months. If you want to become one of our IMAs and have a chance to run a DotComSecrets chapter out in your hometown using our brand, using our success stories, go and watch the webinar right now to find out how you can do it. People around the world are having success with this, and now it's your chance as well. Thanks, you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.